Carthage Tiger Baseball is on the air. Carthage Tiger Baseball brought to you by the Bob Brown Agency, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Fair Acres Family YMCA, Drew Evans Investments, Schmidt Associates, eCarthage.com, Jerry Poston State Farm, McDonald's of Carthage, Probert Auto Body, Nell Mortuary, Boomer's Barbecue, D&D Sexton, Specialty Risk Insurance, Morrison Webster and Carlton, Turf Tamers, Visiting Angels, Bime Dick Insurance, Sirloin Stockade, Grace Lanes, Carthage Hardware, Farm Bureaus Lorna Beauty and Adam Bridges, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Tom Garrison Construction, Community National Bank and Trust, the Little Venue of Carthage, Carthage Ford, Carthage Chrysler, Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage, and Levi Utter. And now let's head out to the field for Carthage Tiger Baseball.
Time to get a winning streak going as the Carthage Tigers have been struggling the last week or so. After a split over the weekend, they're here in Joplin this afternoon to take on the Eagles. Tigers come in with a record of 5-9. Joplin at 11-6. And good afternoon from the campus of Joplin High. This is Jim Taylor. As the homestanding Eagles are being introduced right now, it was very frustrating last Thursday over in Nixa where they lost 10-9. If we dwell on that, I guess the only inning to dwell on is the last one, and we don't want to dwell on it.
No, we really don't want to dwell on it, but we do want to talk about how good the pitching was, at least for 6 1/3 innings, and pitched a great game, did McCombs, and unfortunately, it just kind of got away in the 7th. But
they beat Parkview 12-7 over the weekend, then lost to Rogersville. A count of 5-1. Hear from Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance, and we'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. Find out how we're helping others pursue their dreams and declare your own at amfam.com/dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance Company, American Family Mutual Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance, 35.
Cole Cooper is on the mound for Joplin, and he'll be going through his warm-up tosses. He'll face the Carthage lineup of Will McCombs, the catcher, to lead it off. Clay Kinder in left field. Caden Kralichuk at short. Kanan Vogt is the first baseman in the 4 spot. Silas Browning in right field. Max Templeman at second base. Micah Lindsay will be the DH for Mason Utter, who will pitch. Parker Copeland in the 8 spot. He plays third. Caden Cabance is in center field, batting 9th. Cooper a lefty, and he will try to face this mostly right-handed lineup of the Tigers. And our first pitch will be coming your way here in just a moment. We'll hear from
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, Community National Bank and Trust for first pitch. You're absolutely right, Jim, so let's do that. Let's hear from them. Be back in 30 seconds. This is Carthage Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Baseball first pitch. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are the key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates all the efforts of parents, coaches, players, and students in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a loyal, dedicated member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. Community National Bank and Trust, west of Lowe's in Carthage, 237-0096. Member FDIC.
Well, if you hear the wind, that's because most baseball facilities, whether old or new, we're sitting outside, so have to bear with that noise a little bit this afternoon.
It's working for my tan, Jim. That's all I can say. I'm a ghost. I'm like Casper the Friendly Ghost, only I'm Chris the friendly color commentary guy.
Something like
that.
Yeah. Got in the middle of a line and didn't know how to finish it, huh?
Well, shouldn't that be normal? That should be normal anymore.
I always use the old Johnny Carson when a line bombs. I say, "Who's on the show, Ed?" That was his trademark. When he got no response, he'd look over at Ed. Then Ed would start laughing.
I can't laugh like Ed. I'm sorry.
No. Here's Will McCombs. No laughing matter. No. We're starting no laughing matter, I guess.
And not a moment too soon.
Yes. Have to go to Tommy Newsom to get any further. There's a pitch on the corner for a strike. This one's underway. Next one on the way coming. It's inside. It's 1-1. Well, this was supposed to be played yesterday. We had Tuesday, Thursday on the slate. Tomorrow, back home against Republic for our games of the week. Ball and a strike to McCombs to start it off, and this is a curve that moves outside apparently. Also gets away from the catcher, so it's 2 balls and a strike. Got a foul pole, or a backstop pole, in the way of the scoreboard. So I'm going to scoot over a couple more inches. Count moves to 3-1.
It's a nice stadium, that's for sure, Jim. All turf.
And the delivery, and that hit him. Got him hard in the right foot.
That one might leave a mark. You might feel that one a little bit.
And the year of the hit batsman continues. Both Carthage pitchers and Carthage hitters this year. He takes a couple of steps. He's not even out of the home plate circle. He's going to try to walk it off.
Well, you know as well as I do, Jim, walking that off isn't as easy as it might look. Hopefully nothing too serious, but you just never know.
They're actually looking at the left foot, so it must have hit both of them, but the brunt of it was on the left. I saw it hit the right foot. But
you know it's bad when it hits both feet.
Yes.
Well, he's
a little looser now.
Yeah. Checking him out. He's running. Jogging anyway. That would be running for me, but it's jogging for him. Everything looks good.
A lot of guys wear them now, but one of the first guys I remember who wore that little instep pad was Terry Pendleton.
Oh, yeah.
Because he seriously hurt himself on a foul ball one time in minor leagues. He took care of that.
No doubt. Now everybody wears armor. It's almost like you're watching Knights, up there.
Well, he bluffs a break and comes back, and they throw to first. So that was the old maybe the old Willie Mays trick there. Here's the pitch, square to bunt, pull it back. It's a strike. They say he'd do that oldest dilapidated man in the world. Next pitch, off he went. I only got to see Mays in these last 3 seasons, so definitely not his prime. Here's a foul ball back our way. We would have got a spectator if we had any.
Well, it almost landed in someone's purse, so almost a nice catch by the purse, or the handbag, whatever you prefer.
So the count is no balls and 2 strikes, just underway. A hit batsman, that's McCombs at first. And here's a bunt attempt, and he's out. Got a piece of it, but that's about it.
Kinder going out.
Here's Caden Kralichek.
On a bunt, going foul.
So Kralichek in on the right side.
Now batting is the pitcher.
Carthage with those wins.
Kralichek.
Parkview 12-7, and they lost to Logan Rogersville by a score of 5-1. They got up to within one game of 500 at 4-5, and then went on another skid. Here's a look back to first. McCombs over. Here's the pitch. Kralichek goes the other way and fouls it.
Trying to go the opposite field with that. And it makes me wonder, Jim, I have not been at this field. right field. Is it the blue? If it goes over the blue, is it a home run, or does it have to go over the rock too?
I think it's just over the blue.
Over the blue? Gotcha.
I've never had that encounter yet, and I don't know really the ground rules. But it's definitely, like Yankee Stadium, a friendly right field. Don't know about the new Yankee, but the old one was. There's a pitch down and away, throw back to first from the catcher, and McCombs back in.
Well, I can tell you this. New Yankee Stadium is the exact same dimensions as the old Yankee Stadium after renovation.
That means it's a short right porch.
It is 314, if I remember correctly.
And again, they bluff McCombs back to first. The ball on the strike. Pitch is outside and wide, 2-1. Now the sun is coming out just at the right angle. It washes out the scoreboard.
And it washes out the camera, too.
Pitch turns on it to the left side. This goes foul. Actually stayed in fair territory, but he made contact on the aforementioned foot, or instep. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes, no score. McCombs was hit by a pitch. He's at first. Had a bunt. That was on a 3rd strike, went foul. This pitch goes inside, and it's a full count. At least Cooper's having to throw a lot of pitches in this first inning. McCombs slides out. Kralichek pops it foul. That'll go just out of play.
One thing about it, you can tell when it hits the bleachers.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The movie companies could come here and pick up sound effects for thunder. Shot up the middle, base hit. McCombs will get to second, and he'll stay there. That went past 2 gloves. The pitcher, then the second baseman, who's playing up looking for the throw to second possibly. It went under his glove.
Now batting the first baseman for Carthage, number 8, Connor Yost.
Well, here comes Kanan Vogt. And the pitch. Fouled away to the right side. Apparently some trouble with the transcriptions, I guess, today's lineup. got to the box. There are plenty of Yosts in the area, but not today. Strike is called. It's quickly 0-2 to Vogt. Runners at the corners, one out, first and second. Here's a ground ball to second, might be 2. Flip to the shortstop, he covers second, and on to first, double play.
Nice, so 4-6-3.
Goes Wampler fielding to Curry, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit batsman, 1 left. Half inning gone by. Joplin coming up, no score. Carthage and Joplin back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Fair Acres family-wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers! Bimedick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Bimedick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Bimedick Insurance. Give Bimedick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
Joplin's lineup is Bodie Carlson, the third baseman, leading off. Fielding Campbell at shortstop. Cole Cooper, the pitcher, in the 3 spot. Alex Curry at first base. David Fiskus is the catcher. Kirk Chandler is in left field. Justin McReynolds bats for Isaac Meadows. Meadows plays right field. Carson Wampler at second base. And Kyler Stokes plays center. He's in the 9 spot. As we have Mason Utter on the mound, and he will face Carlson rather quickly as we get to go in here in the bottom of the first. Carthage had 2 on, but a 4-6-3 double play took care of that. And the first pitch coming to Carlson. And it slides across the plate for a strike. Next one on the way. And that one might have hit him. Nope, it missed him. Ended up throwing behind the runner, and it skipped. Ended up skipping past the runner. Pardon me, the batter. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a totally different look, Jim, than it is off of the turf than it is real dirt. The 1-1, there's a pump fly into to the left side. Then that's the shortstop taking care of that for the first out. So Kralichek makes the catch for out number 1. And that brings in Fielding Campbell. Fielding Campbell, the shortstop, due up now for Joplin. And the pitch, foul out of play, 0-1. I thought, Jim, that I parked far enough away, but if you get a good enough foul ball, who knows? Either way, 0-1.
So we have 1 out, but.
Yep, the first batter pumped up to Kralichek at short for the first out of the inning.
And Fielding Campbell is up. He has a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Pitch on the way. And again, zeroes in on the batter. Missed him, but it missed the mid also, and it bounds over to the Joplin dugout, or Carthage dugout, which is on third base.
So the batter is a combination of Knight, Court, and never mind.
Yes. Chuck swing, strike.
And a musician, Fielding Campbell.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is hit to Cabance, knocks it down. That's actually Copeland over there. I'm used to Cabance. Throw to first is in time.
Yeah, Copeland did make a pretty good play there. Even though he kind of bobbled it a little bit, he still had enough time to make a good throw over to first for the out.
It's Copeland, along with Kralichek, Templeman, Vogt around the infield, Kinder, Cabance, and Browning left to right in the outfield, and McCombs behind the plate. So the first 2 gone for Joplin in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the way, and it is outside for a ball. Cooper got the benefit of a double play in the top half of this inning. And he's the opposing pitcher, so he was thankful for that. He'll have to start the inning on his own right here. The pitch is, again, off the mitt. Not a good beginning for McCombs behind the plate.
Might need to check the glove for holes in it or something.
Next pitch on 2-0, and that's ball 3 as it goes down and in.
You want to talk about a sports complex, Jim? This is
certainly
it.
Is, especially when you're trying to get around in it.
It's like a maze. It's a corn maze.
Here's the 3-0. Pulled hard and fair down the right field line. That's going to go into the corner. It's going to be at least 2. Right fielder gets to it. That's Cabance. He'll get it to the relay man, and it's a double with 2 outs for Cole Cooper.
That got stuck in the corner there, but a nice play to get the ball in as quickly as possible to save that from being a triple.
He turned on that. It was a low line drive about waist high. And there was no way for the first baseman Vogt to get to it. It was hit so hard.
Yeah, that was a rocket, all right.
Here is Alex Curry from the right side. So Carthage got a runner to second in the top half of this inning. He ended up being stranded on after the double play. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Heard that one. Nice cut.
No balls and a strike. At the belt is Utter. A couple of glances to second base. He'll bring it to the plate. This one going the other way and fouled to the Joplin dugout. And it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he did exactly what you're supposed to do. Take that off-speed pitch and try to put it to the opposite field. Just didn't get quite around on it. Not enough anyway.
0-2. And the pitch. That's flied into right. It's going to go into foul territory. See if it goes out of play, and it does. Cabanse gave it a look. It stays no balls and 2 strikes.
Finally, the wind's calmed down a little bit, Jim. Not a bad
That
afternoon.
is good. Yes, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went leaping for that one and missed it badly. No runs, a hit, and 1 stranded after 1. Carthage nothing, and Joplin nothing. Back here in 90 seconds, this is Carthage Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by Shane and Karen Campbell. Go Big Blue.
Wes Probert and everybody at Probert Auto Body wants to thank you for supporting the awesome Carthage Tigers. With over 29 years experience, located behind Premier Auto Sales on Fairview, Probert Auto Body is a full-service shop doing collision repair, paint, auto glass, spray, and bed liners, and is happy to help you with any job, big or small. Just call 825-4285. Probert Auto Body is open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Probert Auto Body wishes our athletes the best of luck in today's game. Go Tigers!
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomer's Barbecue say, go Tigers, go Blue.
Heading into the top of the second, it is Carthage due up with Silas Browning, Max Templeman, and Michael Lindsley. So the right fielder, second baseman, and the DH due up for the Tigers here in the top of the second. Nothing as we start the top half of the second here.
Maybe I can go for a few innings. Here's Browning. It's outside for a ball.
Jim is a very popular person, ladies and gentlemen. So
especially the way this week's gone. Here's the pitch outside 2-0. Going into tonight, I already have my 40 hours in. It's Wednesday. Here's the pitch. It's popped up. Should go out of play. As soon as I say that, the first baseman, Curry, comes over and makes the catch right against the wall. The wind took it back in.
It sure did. That's a nice catch. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to go out of play myself.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 6, Max Templeman.
So brings in Templeman.
If you all have ever heard that song, I've Been Working on the Railroad, that song was written about Jim Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's a little sawed-off shot. Lands in front of second base. Second baseman gets to it. And Wampler throws him out for the second out of the inning.
That just sounded like it hurt.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's an aluminum bat, not a wood bat. But
now, they call guys like me a wannabe because I never have. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a wannabe working on the railroad. I
gotcha.
But people ask me that, the railroaders themselves, and I say, why ruin a good hobby? So there's a swing and a miss.
Well, without you and people that do your job, the railroad would be able to function properly.
Yep. And there's a strike. It's 0-2. Yeah, I'm about as close to the actual working I think I'm want to be. So. So nobody on, 2 out, no score, and quickly that was the end of the top of the second. A swing and a miss. Micah Lindsay goes down. Second strikeout for Cooper. Inning and a half gone by. Carthage and Joplin 0-0 back in 90. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
The Little Venue of Carthage is a proud member of the Carthage community, and they're honored to cheer on our Tigers. It takes a lot of hard work and effort to make a team great, and the Little Venue of Carthage knows that the coaches and players and their families make a lot of sacrifices at both school and home to realize the benefits of being a winner. Book your next event at the newest venue in town, the Little Venue of Carthage, just east of the Carthage Public Library, 438-0828. Owners Ronnie and Christy Sanders say, "Go Tigers!"
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeBeauty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
Carthage, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram cheers on our Tigers. They want to recognize the hard work and sacrifices that the parents and coaches and their families make to help our student athletes be their best during and between the games. And don't forget, the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, keep Carthage, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in mind. Parts, service, sales, and financing, everything in one place and at competitive prices. Save a trip and shop Carthage. Go Tigers!
Be David Fiskus to lead it off for Joplin.
Catcher number 3, David Fiskus. Number 3, David Fiskus.
Joplin got a 2-out double by Cooper, but he was left aboard. Beef Chandler and McReynolds to follow. Pitch is a strike, starting the home half of the second inning. Next one on the way. Up and makes him bend away, 1-1. Be back at home tomorrow taking on the Republic Tigers. Here's the pitch. Up high. These next 2 games are important ones because they're also district games. So you'd like to shuffle up that list a little bit right now. Here is the pitch. It is low again, 3-1. Right now Joplin's 11-6. That's good for 2 or 3. Them and Kickapoo have a similar record. Nixa is pretty much 1 or 2 games ahead of them right now. So if it were to start today, as they say, as a strike hits the corner, it's 3-2. Nixa would be the top seed.
Well, the last thing we want to do is play Nixa again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a little nubber toward third on a hop, and a nice throw across as Copeland throws him out to start the second inning. And brings in Kirk Chandler.
Is a left fielder, number 15, Kirk Chandler. Number 15,
he'll get in on the right side.
Chandler.
Number 15.
First pitch on the way to him, swing and a miss. Districts this year being held at Springfield Central. That'll be a new facility for me. So we'll be downtown. Things will be great.
And McCombs is down.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that hit him or if it's not the foot that he hurt earlier. But
I don't know if that's a wrist or we don't want to speculate at all. Or, yeah, we just don't want to speculate.
We're scoreless. No balls and a strike with 1 out. McCombs at the bat was hit by a pitch to start the game. He eventually was stranded after a double play ball. It was first and second for Carthage, 1 out. Double play into that. Carthage went in order in the second.
He's standing up. I mean, he looks better, but you have a feeling that Mr. McCombs is ready for this game to be over already.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh. I'm sure it's on YouTube. There was a game years ago in Wrigley Field when Jody Davis, that's how many years ago, Jody Davis
wow.
After about the 8th inning, he just threw both arms up because he got beat up all day long and they were stealing on him. It was just one of those stayed in bed days for him.
Well, it's amazing to me how much catchers do get beat up through the whole season, and then you have catchers like Yadier Molina who catch.
Mm-hmm. Here's a pitch runnings in on the hitter. It's 2 balls and a strike. We're back underway.
I mean, Molina's scheduled for a day off today, but still, I mean, he would still catch, 145, 150 games. He'd catch more if St. Louis would let him.
And that pitch goes low, and both pitchers have been behind the hitters. It's 3 balls and a strike here to Chandler. Nobody on, 1 out, no score, 2nd inning. Pitch on the way. This one's popped up. Short center field. Coming on is the center fielder, and settling under it, making the catch is Cabans. So 2 gone.
I imagine that was a pretty difficult catch considering it was basically in the sun.
Well, you could see the reflection of the glasses back our way.
True.
He was looking up into it. Here is Justin McReynolds. Pitch on the way. Hit hard, knocked down Joplin, gets it back, throws across, and safe. Not much velocity on Copland's throws, and that cost him there.
It's a good play to knock it down and just keep it in front of him, but
they give him an error. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. You're absolutely right.
So here's Wampler. He's kind of got a rainbow throw. Not much velocity on it. A stronger throw would have had him. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Wampler. So again, Joplin with a 2-out base runner in inning number 2. Had 1 in the first. Pitch is at the knees for a strike. Glance over at first. Second glance, Utter will bring it. The runner is off. Pitch is foul to the right.
Once again ends up in the parking lot over there.
If the motorist that's coming down the hill there had made a light previously, they probably would have got hit with it. But missed him by a couple of cars. Here's a pitch down and away, and it's in front of the home plate area, rolls into fair territory, and the runner takes second.
I wonder how much of a difference that is between, because I believe that's actually turf.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much of a difference it is between catching on actual dirt and catching on turf.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wampler. Pitch on the way. That one gets away, rolls up the first base side, and the runner goes to third, no problem.
I mean, that could be the reason why there are more pitches getting away.
Yeah.
It's just because it's a totally different surface than what you might be used to.
So Joplin 90 feet away with the first run. And the pitch on the way. And he walked him. So it'll be up to Kyler Stokes. First walk given up by Utter.
Now batting the center fielder, number 18.
Utter's pitched fairly well this year. His problem has been finishing innings.
He got 2 outs pretty quickly, and then, the 2-out hit last inning, the 2-out hit this inning.
And he's had the defense not be on his side a couple of times in our broadcast.
That is true.
So first and third. And McCombs can't find it. The runner from first goes to second.
Carson Wampler to second with a stolen base.
I gave him a stolen base. That was a pass ball, folks. Pure and simple. 1-0 pitch. Slow roller towards short. Kralichek will have a tough play. He'll throw, and no, safe. It's 1-0 Joplin. That thing was just hit too poorly. Kralichek did all he could.
You want to talk about hit them where they ain't. And
Yeah.
when you have to run as far as Kurlichek did to get to that ball, he did a great job to get to it and make it as close as possible. But, just not hard enough hit.
Yeah, he made a good pitch. Batter didn't get much on it, but it was just placed where nobody could get to it. Here's the runner off first, and he'll steal that one easily. Again, the ball bounces to home plate. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. So we've had 2 stolen bases, 2 passed balls in this inning. And the pitch. That goes inside.
The last thing you want to do is fall behind any more than 1 run in this inning.
So now have a conversation between Utter and McCombs. Started off easily enough, a 5-3 and an F8, but then we've had a error. That was a tough play by Copeland, but then we had a stolen base, a pass ball. Then we had the infield hit, stolen base, and a pass ball. 2 balls, no strikes to this hitter. And it's a strike to Carlson. He popped up to Kralichek his first time. So 2 balls and a strike, and 1-0 Joplin. Ending still pending here in the second. On the way with a pitch, and this one is reached for and pulled. Batter is almost halfway to first. I don't know how he thought that was going to go back fair. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Maybe he plays a lot of pool and cue shot. I don't know.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Utter gets out of the inning. Second strikeout for Utter. And 1 run on 1 hit and 2 stranded. After 2, they lead Carthage 1-0 back here in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Specialty Risk Insurance cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The team at Specialty Risk Insurance congratulates Carthage student athletes on their hard work and dedication both on the field and in the classroom, offering affordable options for home and auto insurance and a friendly team that's dedicated to helping you save money. Specialty Risk Insurance is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and this Tiger broadcast. For great rates on home and auto insurance, call them at 359-5470 or online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Tigers!
The law firm of Morrison, Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger sports broadcast. Good sportsmanship, sharing, being humble, and learning from mistakes build strength and character in our student athletes. The attorneys and staff at Morrison, Webster & Carlton know that working hard together to achieve a common goal is a learned skill that can truly make a difference in a young life. The law firm of Morrison, Webster & Carlton. Offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers, go Big Blue.
Here in Joplin, 1-0 Eagles, and Parker Copeland looks at one inside. It's 8-9-1 for Carthage. Top of the third, here's the pitch. And this one almost thrown into the ground. And now David Fiskus, the Joplin catcher, has some trouble fielding. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch on the way, and it missed apparently. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one hits the inside corner. Yes. Copeland in on the left side. So 3 balls and a strike to start the third, and quickly working and looking at ball 4 from Cooper. That brings Copeland to first base. Had to pause there to see if it didn't hit him because he kind of acted like it did. So here's Cabance. So Carthage with their leadoff man on for the second time in 3 innings. Here's a bunt, drop down, and who wants it? Catcher finally grabs it, throws it into right field. The lead man's going to go for third. He'll make it there without a play. So that'll be an E2. There was a mix-up there. The third baseman and the catcher kind of looked at each other saying, who's going to pick it up, you or me?
You take it. No, you take it.
I think in an instance like that, you're the pitcher. You need to take charge and kind of – because I think Carlson had the better throw because he was in front of the play and could have whipped across with that right arm and threw to first.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep.
So a mistake there defensively by Joplin, and it's first and third. Here's another bunt attempt pulled back. The trailing runner heads for second. He'll make it on a stolen base.
Well, let's give credit to Joplin's right fielder for backing up that play. Keeping, well, he's at second now, but keeping the runner from going to first to second.
McCombs up there now, the great spot to give Carthage the lead. Pitch. Inside deliver, and he fouls it back. So it's all, no balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Joplin, but Carthage a chance to take care of that, hopefully. Pitch to McCombs, checks his swing, didn't go. Now they do appeal, and nope, safe sign by the field ump. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'd be a big out right there, so McCombs needs to make some kind of contact, put it somewhere. Pitch outside for 2-2.
Two ducks on the proverbial pond, as they say, Jim. You know McCombs would like to drive in at least one, if not both.
Here's the 1-2, and he tries to. He flies it out of play to the right. That one's not going to come back in. Had one I said was going to go into the bullpen area, and it came back, and Alex Curry, the first baseman for Joplin, caught it right against the wall. Pitch coming. That's chopped. It's going to tie the game. Shortstop will get it behind the mound, throw to first. He's out over there, but it's a tie game. So I said hit it someplace, somewhere. He moves the runners up, scores 1, and we're tied at 1. And actually a good play there by Fielding Campbell, the shortstop, to throw the runner out at first.
Yeah, because that was a high chopper. I mean, that could have easily – McCombs could have easily been safe at first if it wasn't for that strong throw.
Here's Kinder. High delivery, catcher right up there. I've been remiss here. I don't like to use that word, but I guess I'll have to. Kirk Chandler, Kyler Stokes, Isaac Meadows left to right in the Joplin outfield. I forgot to give the defense for Joplin in this game. Bodie Carlson, Fielding Campbell, Carson Wampler, Alex Curry, third to first. David Fiskus behind the plate. Pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and tie game now, but the lead runner is at third with 1 out, so a fly ball would get you the lead. Cooper was ready to pitch, then he stepped off all of a sudden. Now he's back and ready. Here is the wind of the 1-2 pitch, and look out, got him on the helmet. So it's first and third. A low velocity pitch. Second hit batsman now. Brings in Kralichek.
I couldn't tell if that hit the bat or hit the helmet, but I guess it hit the helmet.
Yep.
So.
Here is Caden Kralichek. So runners at the corners of a 1-1 game. They may have the runner picked off. They're going to see what Joplin wants to do here. They throw back to second, walk the trailing man back to first, and that runner's breaking for the plate from third, and he is going to be safe. He got under the tag. It's 2-1. Yes. Well, we just kind of had to sit and wait that one out. Make them throw you, that's what I say, and they didn't. The throw was there, but the tag was high.
Talk about creating your own run.
So it's 2-1 Carthage, and the runner to second. And I think had they tried to pick him off initially there at first, the runner would have made a faster dash and probably would have scored there too. But Joplin wise to the situation, but they just didn't execute. There's a strike on the inside corner.
That's one of those plays you only see in high school, Jamie. You sure don't see that in the majors.
Pitch down low, knocked down by Fiskus. Next pitch, that goes outside. Now the return throw to the mound, a little high, but Cooper knocks it down. Here's the next pitch. That one goes outside, throw down to second, and it's short hopped. The runner back in easily. Remember one time on national TV, Scott Sanderson of the Expos, they missed the return throw, and he just casually walked up there, and then mental block, didn't realize he had guys on base. The runners moved up. Foul at the plate. At the time, I was cheering that because the Expos were rivals of the Cardinals. That was the early 80s. So anytime they'd lose, benefits St. Louis. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Yep, the middle. That's a base hit. They will hold the runner at third, and it's runners at the corners again. Maybe. Nope. Wide turn, but nobody covering first. Batter back to first. He was trying to coax a throw over there, which there would have been nobody as Curry went in to back up the play. Actually, line up the play. If there was a throw to the plate. So Vogt will bat. Carthage will have a pinch runner. Or will they? I think it's just there's a timeout. So
yep.
Start to say you're not going to really run for Kralichek, are you?
I would hope not. So while they're visiting on the mound, to the Joplin pitcher and coach, we want to say thank you for tuning in to Carthage Tiger Baseball. We're on 93.5 in the fabulous 1490 KDMO. We're available through the Facebook page, facebook.com/1490 KDMO, through the website 1490KDMO.com, through the Carthage Tiger Sports Network on YouTube, through the Boxcast app, through your Amazon Fire Stick, your Roku, or your smart TV. If you have a smart TV.
For me, these days it's a smarter than me TV. So. Runners at the corners. It's 2-1 Carthage. Cooper trying to get through this inning with no more damage. Here's a bunt attempt, and it's fouled. As Vogt is at the plate, missed it. Hit into a 4-6-3 to win the first. Carthage had 2 on in that inning. They've had 4 on in this inning. 2 have come across. Pitch, another bunt, pulled it back. It's 1-1. Out and back in is Vogt. Here's the pitch. The runner goes off first. They're going to throw through, and he is safe. The ball goes off the second baseman's glove, but the lead runner stays at third. He thought about it. So both teams moving around the bases.
Yeah, the only saving grace for Carthage is they were able to push one more across so far.
2-1 pitch, and nasty pitch inside. Vogt couldn't stop himself. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The double play right now, the conventional one out of order. Pitch. Vogt looks at it. Strike 3. Oh, my goodness, that was outside. Second out. That's all I'm going to say. So here's Browning. It's up to him if Tigers get any more. Pitch on the way to him. This one gets away. Runner from third's going to score. The ball took a hop right back to Fiskus off the base of the mound, and now the ball is dropped by the pitcher and rolls back into foul territory. The other runner moves to third, but he stays, and it's 3-1. And more wounded as Kinder got messed up sliding into home. He's limping back to the dugout. Pitch to Browning. That's a strike in the inside corner. So Carthage just caught a couple of breaks in this inning. They've manufactured. Here's a chopper foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 outs. Pitch coming. That one gets away, goes up the first base line. Let's just get one of those old pitchbacks. I don't know if you remember what those are.
I can't say I do.
They never worked right, but may have time to describe it later. Here's a bluff from third. Pitch is popped up. Short center, second baseman going out. Center fielder coming on now. Second baseman still has it. And that is Carson Wampler. The 3 runs come across on only 1 hit and 1 error and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the third. Carthage now leading 3-1 against Joplin back here in 90 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
Since 1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue. Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage are proud sponsors of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. It takes a community to make a successful team, and our Tigers are no exception. Clothesline Cleaners now offering wash and fold service, and they clean all sports uniforms. And Car Center of Carthage next to the Cleaners, where everyone is approved. At the corner of Garrison and Centennial, Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage give a big salute to our Tigers. Go Blue!
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Cole Cooper and Alex Curry.
You know, that is a really good baseball name. Fielding.
Yes.
Campbell. Gotta like it.
He's had a couple of tough ones here in this game at shortstop. Here's the pitch. It is inside. I caught half of your reference the last time. Oh, Dan Fielding, but
right.
Campbell
and then
drew blank.
Glenn Campbell.
Okay.
Southern Knights, right?
Here's the pitch. Down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch. And that one skips away. Guess what? 3 balls, no strikes. Well, he was part of my upbringing. I should have caught that one. But I remember the variety show Wednesday nights. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4. So Fielding Campbell starts the inning with a walk. That's the second one for Utter.
Well, of course, you know, you've heard Glenn Campbell, whether it was his own music or, you know, played on many Beach Boys recordings. I mean, it's just really neat. You've heard him, and you probably don't know you've heard him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how great of a musician he was.
Pitch with the runner going is a ball. The throw is very short, but it bounces up there, and they got him out. Well, you talk about a homing device on that throw. It was a poor throw, and it took like 2 bounces in front of the bag, and Kralichek was there and tagged him out.
Talk about using the turf to your advantage.
So out stealing to start after a walk. Gets the first out of the inning.
Next pitch is a ball.
And that's Cole Cooper up there. He doubled his first time, then was stranded. Pitch is down and in.
Still having a hard time believing that throw bounced twice, curved to the right basically, and they were able to get the runner stealing.
So nobody on, 1 out. It's 3-1 Carthage. And the pitch. Outside, ball 4, so back-to-back walks. So brings in Alex Curry. So shall I try to describe the pitch back?
Might as well, sure.
Kids our age, back in the 70s, it was a little square or rectangle thing set up on two legs, and it had kind of like a mesh, and you stretched it out on these little hooks, and it was supposed to contract when you threw it, and it was supposed to flip it back to you. Well, it worked for a while until the spikes gave loose in the ground. So if you threw it just right, the spikes would pop up, and the thing would fall over, and the ball would go like 45 degrees either side of you. So they were not that efficient. They were actually kind of aggravating. But I had one. Here's a pitch. Popped into short right. Second baseman going out, Templeman, has it for the second out.
You know, now that you mentioned it, I didn't know that's what they called those, but now I remember what you're describing.
And sometimes you'd throw it and it would force the spikes up, or the legs would buckle. So then you'd have to go back and set it back up again. Garage walls were a lot more reliable. Throw back to first. Although my grandfather didn't care for that.
Well, it was the same strike zone no matter what.
Yeah. Pitch on the way, strike called.
Because I remember those where you had where you could set it up. It was kind of like pitching a tent, and you had the strike zone. I remember those.
And we have a balk called, apparently. So the runner down to second base.
Cooper advances to second on the balk.
So I didn't see what he did, that being utter, but runner at second. So again, little things, trying to finish an inning. It's no balls and a strike to David Fiskus. He grounded to third his first time. This one's skied into center. Cabant's coming on, long way to run, but now Kralichek goes out. He'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs, a hit, and one stranded. Joplin's left three. After three, it's 3-1. Carthage is back here in 90 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
The owners and staff at Grace Lanes, just east of the Carthage Square, wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They look forward to our young students achieving their goals and the promises of tomorrow. Grace Lanes is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke-free bowling experience Monday through Saturday. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger podcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Carthage area residents, did you know you can have internet connections without phone or cable lines? It's easy to go wireless with eCarthage.com. Get high-speed wireless internet for your home starting at $50 per month. Do you need a super fast connection for your business? Ask about the eCarthage fiber optic internet service. Do business at the speed of light with eCarthage.com. Their local support technicians are ready to help. So call today, 237-7300, and get connected with eCarthage.com.
He's a submariner, so we'll see how he fares. I'm looking around to see if I can find Cole Cooper somewhere, because I doubt if you would replace your number 3 hitter.
Yeah, exactly. Probably not.
Second baseman, number 6, Max Temple.
Isaac Meadows started the game in right field. McReynolds is the DH, so maybe he's out there in right. Turn around, we'll figure it out. Well, we do have a lefty out there in right, so I would say that's him. Here's the first pitch from a Dan Quisenberry student.
Holy cow, did I just see what I think I saw? I was not expecting that,
Yes.
Jim. Not a bit.
1 ball and no strikes as the wind has shifted a little bit, so we apologize for the problems, and there's a foul. So we have Templeman leading it off.
And all of a sudden, it's jacket weather.
Pitch coming on 1-1. Up the middle, knocked down by Harriman. Nice play, throws him out. No, it's dropped by the first baseman, but he got it back in time.
Barely in time.
Well, that was going to be a crazy play.
Yeah, no doubt.
One of those. How did that happen? That's something you see in T-ball.
Well,
here's Lindsay up.
I was just going to say, you remember, if you remember the scene from Happy Gilmore when he's taking, softballs, fast pitch softballs off of the chest. That's kind of how it looked like. Harriman stomped the ball, and then picked it up and threw it to first.
Coach Bordewick questioned the call, and now they're going to talk it over. The umpires are. Used to an umpire, unless it was just absolutely unbelievable or he was just totally unsure, the call stood no matter what. But
right.
A lot more consultations in this new generation of umpires. They do stay with the out call. So Templeman is retired, 1-3. Lindsay awaits his first pitch. Pitch is outside for a ball.
I mean, if we're going to be really accurate, it's out 1, bobble 3. Mm-hmm. Still out.
Next one on the way. Goes just inside. I hate it when you have a name, it's right there, and you just can't pronounce it, but it's let's wait this pitch to go by. And on 2-0 is a strike, 2-1. He pitched for Missouri State, and his last tour of duty was, I believe, the Arizona Ball Club Diamondbacks. He was a submarine pitcher just in the last few years. Here's a hard hit ball to left for a base hit. Past the third baseman. So it's a 1-out single. He also pitched for the A's. Ryan something or other. Maybe lick him up between innings here. But he had a pretty good career, middle reliever, and he actually was a closer at one time. Now, see, since I wasn't 8 years old when he played, that's why I don't remember him. Pitch coming. It is a ball to Parker Copeland. I do remember Phil Regan of the Dodgers and the Cubs. He was a submariner.
You talk about an interesting arm angle, though.
Throw back to first.
I mean, it's interesting. He throws over to first overhand, but when he pitches.
Ryan Ziegler.
Ah, yes.
Finally came to. I would have missed it in the quiz because it took too long. Pitch hits the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. I can't quite place if he was with the same team as Ryan Howard. I think he was in that era. Pitch coming, runner bluffs, and that catches the outside corner. And it looks like, especially the right-handed hitters, it looks like it's going to come in and hit the righties, and then it just swings across the plate.
It's an amazing curve on it.
Here's the pitch. That one just misses. 3 balls and a strike. And that one got away for ball 4. Second time Copeland has walked, and that's the second walk by Joplin pitching.
Now batting the center fielder.
So here is Cabance. He reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. Joplin trailing Carthage right now 3-1. And the pitch. It's a strike called. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way and just fouled at the plate. Well, that call would have went the other way. We had bases loaded right now, nobody out. It's first and second and one out. Carthage got 3 the last inning, and they lead 3-1. Pitch. That one's chopped over the mound. Third baseman cuts it off. He'll have to go to first and out over there. So Bodie Carlson pretty much out of his range, but he made the play. And it's 2 outs. It's up to McCombs.
It's a great play to get that out. But once again, McCombs up with, wasn't he up last time with runners on second and third, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, he got a man in on a ground out. That was a tough play. He nearly beat that one out for a hit. Here's the pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a strike. So it's up to McCombs if Carthage is to get any more.
You'd like to see him drive in 1 or 2 and extend this lead.
Here's the 0-1. And that one goes foul. He likes working from behind the count. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Long pause. Harriman brings it. That's grounded towards short. Third baseman cuts it off. Spins, turns, throws, got him.
Wow, 2 great plays on the row by the third baseman.
Little 360 on that one to win the inning, and Carthage puts 2 on base and can't bring them in. Now they have left 4, as they did not score with the 1 hit. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Carthage 3, Joplin 1. Back at 90. And Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
As a community business, we believe in supporting the community through membership in community service organizations and community improvement projects. We care about the community. We are here for the community, and we are here for the family. The love of a family is a very special thing, a love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. Find out how we're helping others pursue their dreams and declare your own at amfam.com/dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance Company, American Family Mutual Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Brought to you by Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance, 359-3399.
Kirk Chandler, Justin McReynolds, and Carson Wampler scheduled up. Joplin down 3-1, and we've had a lot of corrections in this ballpark today. I got to say, I got the name wrong. It was Brad Ziegler, but I finally came up with Ziegler was the pitcher.
Ziegler, okay.
Chandler. Number 15, Kirk Chandler.
And the pitch is to the backstop.
In relation to the wrestler Dolph?
Yes.
Okay, maybe not.
Shaking hands with everybody as he comes in. So he pitched for the A's, the Diamondbacks, Red Sox, Marlins, and then back to the Diamondbacks. Here's a pop fly, short left, Kralichek out. Makes the catch.
Creighton Kralichek makes the catch out in short center field for out number 1.
Out number 1.
The designated hitter number 12, Justin McReynolds.
So here now is Justin McReynolds. He reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. Stole a base and scored the Joplin run eventually. Now time was called for something. What else is new? Coach is headed out into left field apparently. Now Kinder is shaken up.
Well, if you remember, Kinder kind of hurt himself a little bit sliding into home
Yeah.
a couple innings back. I don't know if that's lingering or if that's what it is, but he's coming out of the game, looks like.
I think we should have actually played this game yesterday because everybody seems to be getting hurt or hobbled this one. It would have been cold, it would have been damp, but, you know, the snow was melted by 2 o'clock. So Braxton Tate will go out in left field.
So we hope everything is okay with Kinder.
Yep.
Don't know exactly what's going on.
Well, McCombs not 100%. Lost Carmichael, so some of these guys are going to have to step it up. Here's the pitch. It is low to McReynolds. Pitch coming off the end of the bat, foul. See the name McReynolds, I think of Kevin McReynolds from the 80s Padres. Their glory year, 1984. They won the pennant. Inside.
If I remember correctly, wasn't he a part of the Mets as well?
Mm-hmm.
With Darryl Strawberry and Mookie Wilson, if I remember correctly.
Here's a chopper toward third. Copeland backs up and boots it, and everybody's safe.
It was one of those in-between hops. He didn't know whether to go ahead and charge it or to wait for the hop, and unfortunately, the hop cost him. Once again, Jim, we're remembering things from our childhood. I remember from the '86 Mets. I can't remember what I had for dinner last night.
Carson Wampler up there. Pardon me. Yes, that is Wampler, and he hits it to left for a base hit. So there's 2 on, 1 out.
Singles into left field.
And that is only the second Joplin hit. They've had a lot of other base runners on.
Oh, runners are advancing because of the throw to the pitcher.
Gets by, and the runners advance to second and third. Never look down. Thank you.
It was just kind of an off throw, and it went off the pitcher's glove, and in between home plate and first, which allowed both runners to advance.
So now the tying runs are at second and third. Here's Stokes. Pitch coming, a little half swing. Lands. Templeman's going to go to first. A run scores. The other man goes for third. Out at first. That's the only play he had. He almost made a mistake. I think he had half thought of coming home with that. He hesitated once he got it.
True. And there wasn't really much time to hesitate because it was such a weakly hit ball, and Max had to run quite a ways to get to it. I'm glad he went ahead and just took the sure out at first.
Here's Carlson. Pitch on the way. And another one that swipes at McCombs. One ball, no strikes. It's now 3-2 Carthage, but the tying run for Joplin is at third. Pitch. That is a strike, delayed call by the umpire on the inside part. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one on the way. That is slowly hit, chopped. Copeland can't get it. Kralichek has no play, and the game is tied. So an infield hit ties the game.
Once again, just hitting them where they ain't.
Yep.
If you remember, what allowed them to have runners on first and second was a hit where the shortstop would have been, but he was going over to cover second. So it's just hitting them where they aren't. That's helping the Eagles right now tie the game.
Ball out of the infield for Joplin was a 2-out double by Cole Cooper, and that didn't produce any runs. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
It's just it's you know, Utter's kind of he's pitched a good game. Really, he hasn't pitched bad at all. It's really just hits with 2 outs, and then those little squibbers that got to him in this game.
to be Caden R. in to pitch. So while he does that, we'll take a break. Come back here in 1 minute. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
American Family Insurance.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Carthage, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bob Brown from the Bob Brown Agency. Call me at 358-9715 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Robert Brown, agent at Bob Brown Agency, 417-358-9715, or stop by 1921 South Garrison Avenue in Carthage today.
3 2/3 innings for Utter. Gives up 4 hits, and he's responsible for the man on base now, 3 runs otherwise. He walked 3.
The shortstop, number 1, fielding, Campbell. Number 1, fielding, Campbell.
Walked 3 and struck out 2. Here's Campbell. Now Joplin with a go-ahead run on, albeit all the way at first. The pitch is a strike called. Look back over, second look from R. He'll bring it home. This one's skied high into short right. Templeman going out, right fielder coming on, but Templeman makes the over the shoulder.
Templeman makes the catch at second base for out number 3.
But there are 2 runs in for Joplin on only 1 hit, 1 error, 1 stranded. Joplin's left 4. We're through 4, and it's a tie game at 3-3, Carthage and Joplin. Back in 90, Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by Shane and Kara Campbell. Go Big Blue. As a member of the community, Visiting Angels is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Winning teams are made up of individuals working toward the same goal. So let Visiting Angels be a member of your family's winning team. They provide experienced caregivers who can help an aging parent or relative with day-to-day tasks so they can stay at home. Visiting Angels really is America's choice in home care. Free in-home assessments, select your caregiver. Visiting Angels, 417-781-1000. That's 417-781-1000. Go Tigers!
The law firm of Morrison, Webster, and Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger sports broadcast. Good sportsmanship, sharing, being humble, and learning from mistakes build strength and character in our student athletes. The attorneys and staff at Morrison, Webster, and Carlton know that working hard together to achieve a common goal is a learned skill that can truly make a difference in a young life. The law firm of Morrison, Webster, and Carlton. Offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Strike is called to Braxton Tate after replacing Clay Kinder in left. Jim Taylor and Chris Jackson here in Joplin. We're tied at 3. Just arrived in the 5th inning. Pitch coming, swing and a miss. As Josh Harriman on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. No balls, 2 strikes to Tate, and the pitch. Swings through it for strike 3.
Tate goes down swinging for out number 1.
So that's the first strikeout for Harriman.
You would think just in the difference in arm angle alone, he would have more strikeouts.
Number 1.
Yeah, seriously, if you haven't seen him pitch, go online, 1490kdmo.com, check it out.
So here's Kralichek. He's been instrumental in the scoring innings. Pitch. It is outside for a ball, both offensively and defensively. He helped out in that 3-run inning when Carthage scored, but next one on the way. That goes low. It's 2-0. He's also been on the defensive side where it's, gee, I did all I could, but those little slow rollers, he just, couldn't get the throw across in time. Here's the pitch. That's chopped over the mound. Shortstop gets to it. That's Campbell in front of the bag, throws across. 2 gone. Carthage win an order in the second. The first 2 are gone here in the 5th.
The shortstop finally got to make a play. The last 2 plays basically from the shortstop position made by the third baseman.
Yeah.
So he finally got to improve his fielding percentage there.
So here's Vogt batting with the bases empty. He's hit into a double play and struck out. Pitch coming. Sweeps across for a strike. That's about all you can say about his pitches. They just kind of whoosh. 0-1. Next pitch. That one sails across. 0-2.
This whoosh, and it was gone.
Yes, I thought of that myself. One pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning is Harriman.
All happened so fast.
So is this inning thus far. Here's the pitch. And it's hit toward third. Cut off over there by Carlson. And the play is good. So Carthage does go in order in the 5th. And we go to the bottom half. It's Carthage 3, Joplin 3. We shorten up our breaks, go 60 seconds. This is Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Let Community National Bank and Trust be the co-captain of your team at home as a proud sponsor of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts and a solid member of our community. Community National Bank and Trust can be counted on to provide you top-notch service. As a conservative and solid bank, they offer competitive loan rates and checking and saving accounts geared to reward you. Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. Community National Bank and Trust, west of Lowe's in Carthage, 237-0096, member FDIC.
Specialty Risk Insurance cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The team at Specialty Risk Insurance congratulates Carthage student athletes on their hard work and dedication both on the field and in the classroom, offering affordable options for home and auto insurance and a friendly team that's dedicated to helping you save money. Specialty Risk Insurance is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and this Tiger broadcast. For great rates on home and auto insurance, call them at 359-5470 or online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Tigers.
Carthage. And Harriman went in the 4th and now the 5th innings. He set the side in order in the top half of this one. So keep it as is. Carthage down to 2 turns. Joplin here in the bottom half with Cooper, who started the game on the mound. And the pitch. Went out to play right field, swing and a miss. That's my guess. I still haven't looked out there. Swing and a miss, but with the DH hitting for the right fielder, I figure that's what happened. So that way you can keep the DH in the game. Here's a ground ball to Templeman at second, and the throw is good. So there is one out, and Alex Curry. He has struck out, and he's popped to the second baseman.
You know, Jim, it doesn't look like this is as fast as the turf that used to be in either Kansas City or St. Louis, but this looks like a pretty fast turf.
The pitch. It's on the way. It is up high. This one a result of the storm, all the new rebuilding here in this site.
Absolutely, and it's completely turf.
And the pitch. There's a strike, and I believe the last game's played at the old ballpark, which was over on Iowa Street. I was there that weekend. It was district week. And then the next week, well, here's a ground ball past the mound. Kralichek will have to get it, and he has to double pump. Throw is just in time. 2 gone. Joplin dugout thinks they had a better view of it, but a nice play for the second out. especially after the bobble.
No doubt. To be able to get it over there from short, basically from the second base back. Nice throw.
Here is Fiskus. He is hit to third, and he's popped to short.
And that's where a good first baseman with a stretch can help make that play even closer.
Pitch. That's hit hard, and a nice stab by Copeland, and he throws him out. So 2 good defensive plays in this inning. Both teams go in order. Baseball just kind of comes in bunches, and everybody are a mirror image sometimes.
That's for sure.
After 5, 3-3, Carthage and Joplin back in 1 minute. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn the wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
Teamwork and good sportsmanship of our young student athletes are important qualities to have over the long term. Likewise, Carthage alum and licensed Missouri realtor Levi Utter, powered by eXp Realty, understands the importance of planning for the future and making dreams come true through home ownership. Levi is proud to be a part of our community and is honored to support this broadcast of our Carthage Tigers. Levi Utter of eXp Realty, 417-540-6565 says, "Go Tigers, go."
And we go to the 6th inning. Pardon me. We go to the, yes, we do.
You are correct.
Forgot to write down the 0 in the bottom 5. So betrayed myself. We go to the 6th. It is Browning, Templeman, and Lindsay due up. Carthage got 3 runs in the 3rd. Joplin had a single run in the 2nd and 2 in the 4th to tie it. In that 2-run 4th, Joplin had only 1 ball leave the infield. In the 2nd inning, they got an infield hit and an error, so the ball never left the infield on that run.
Now batting the right fielder, number 28, Silas.
Browning is fouled out to the first baseman, and he's popped to the second baseman. Here's the pitch, and he shows bunt and missed it. So he's due to hit toward third. Let's just make it a base hit. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. Carthage in at 5-9. Joplin at 11-6, but as is the case, Carthage in most of their games this year. Pitch on the way. Another submarine pitch and a swing and a miss. That one actually rose up. Most of these pitches have been going low.
I thought the only rise pitch you could get was in softball. I didn't realize you could get a rise pitch in baseball.
Well, just kind of arced up. Here is Max Templeman. Grounded to second, and he's hit back to the pitcher. Pitch on the way. That one, where does that one? That one looked like it was at the letters, but it's ball 1. Same place that pitch, I believe it was to Vote, that was high and outside. Called a strike, so it's even now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 3-3 game in the 6th. Pause, and the pitch. That is off the middle of the bat, slow roller to third, but this Bodie Carlson is good, throws him out.
Bodie Carlson to Alex Curry for out number 1.
Almost called him Cody Carlson, but that's a different sport.
You're right, that is. Either way, don't hit it to the third baseman of Joplin.
Here's Lindsay. Since a 1-out walk in the 4th, Harriman has retired 2. There's 5, 7 in a row, looking for 8 in a row here. And it's Lindsay who got a base hit his last time. Swing and a miss for strike one. This game counts for district seedings, so like to steal a win here. Got one tomorrow back home against Republic. That is also a district. Here's a little archer into center, and it's going to carry out. Looked like it was going to be a base hit, but it carries out to Kyler Stokes for the out. In fact, he made it rather easily out there. So Harriman set down now 8 in a row. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's Carthage 3, Joplin 3. Back in 1 minute, Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
D&D Sexton Incorporated, Highway 571 north of Carthage, is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tiger athletic teams. D&D Sexton Incorporated has refrigerated carriers for all your refrigerated cargo needs. At D&D Sexton Incorporated, safety is always their #1 priority. D&D Sexton Incorporated, Highway 571 north of Carthage, wishes the best of luck all year long to the Carthage Tigers athletic teams.
Are back to the mound for Carthage. It'll be Chandler, McReynolds, and Wampler for Joplin. Running the second inning for Joplin, 2 in the 4th, and then 3 for Carthage in the 3rd. That's all right now. You'd like to keep it that's all going into the 7th inning, but Joplin would prefer to pick up a run or two and then get them in order in the next half inning. Caden R is going to pretty much have to match Harriman, who in 2 innings relief has done very well. Pitch, swing and a miss.
Yeah, both pitchers have done really well in relief. Starters necessarily didn't pitch bad, but the relievers are definitely getting things done quicker.
Pitch outside, 1-1. Harriman actually 3 innings of work. He did give up a 1-out single and a walk, but he worked around it, and he's set down 8 in a row after those 2. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 for Carthage in the 7th. So you'd like to keep it as is. And the 1-2. That's back to the pitcher. R throws him out.
Caden R. Buchanan vote for out number 1.
Brings in Justin McReynolds. He's reached on an error twice by the same man, Copeland. Those are the only 2 errors of the game, and one of them I would not have given him an error.
Yeah, me either.
First at bat, he knocked one down and then couldn't make the throw across. There's a golf shot into center, and it's going to carry out, and that's out number 2. Cabance makes it. Here is Carson Wampler. And that's 5 in a row now set down. Make it 6 in a row set down. R came in, got the last out back in the 4th, and he set the side north in the 5th and about to do it here in the 6th. Strike called. Next one. That sweeps across the plate for a strike. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out, 3-3 game here in the 6th. Pitch coming. It's a swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher. They'll throw to first for the out. And R gets his first strikeout. So we go to the 7th, tied 3-3 back here in 1 minute. Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Carthage Ford is proud to bring Carthage High School sports to you live every week. Competition builds good character in our students, and a sense of teamwork and good sportsmanship only serve to make our student athletes better citizens. The employees and management at Carthage Ford say go blue, go Tigers. And remember, Carthage Ford delivers competitive deals every day. There's no need to leave Carthage to find a good deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. You can buy right and feel good at Carthage Ford.
Put together a nice inning in the third, but been silenced since then. Had a chance with 2 on and 1 out in the fourth, didn't score. Had 2 on, 1 out in the fourth. Double play bailed Joplin out of that. Here's the pitch. It is apparently a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. No apparent about it. It's on the board. And the 1-0. That'll hit the letters 1-1. Copeland has walked twice, so he probably wishes he hadn't been here with those 2 errors, but on the score sheet, he hasn't shown up. No official at-bats. Here's a ground ball pull to second. Now the first baseman cuts it off, and the first baseman can't get there in time. The ball gets away. There's a collision, but back up and going is Parker Copeland. He's all right. I think it was a pure mistake by the first baseman there.
Kind of makes you wonder if he would have tried to go to second, if they would have gotten interference.
Yep.
And would have given him a second.
Well, I think the second baseman probably had time to make the throw if he'd have fielded it.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely right. But the first baseman
and I think that fooled Harriman, too, over there, because he was late in covering.
You're right. I believe you're absolutely right in that. So now we have the courtesy runner. Landon Parker.
That'll be the 4th hit for Carthage. Here is Cabance. So a go-ahead run on for Carthage to lead, and they drop down a bunt. It's going to be a tough play. Pitcher throws from his feet. It's crouching, that is. Of course he throws from his feet. Out at first.
It was a good.
He was inspecting his feet. That's how close he was.
That's true. It's a good bunt to get the potential go-ahead run. 180 feet away.
1-3, and here's McCombs.
McCombs has been part of the action today.
Grounded out twice, got an RBI in the first ground out. He was hit by a pitch, then stranded in the first. Pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. As our wind makes itself known again. Runner at second, 1 out, 3-3 game. Pitch, swing and a miss, and McCombs down 0-2.
This has reminded me more of the friendly confines than it is with the wind.
It's been mainly blowing across, so it's not blowing in of any sort, except the blowing in on the press area. Pitch is outside. Flag is blowing toward right field, toward Indiana Street, actually. Here's a pitch to McCombs. That is flied into center, almost in his tracks is Stokes. 2 gone. Runner stays at second. So McCombs hit it hard, but straight at the center fielder. And it's up to Braxton Tate, who struck out his first time. He had to come in when Clay Kinder left the game. So that one out, or probably that leadoff infield hit, a man down to second. Needs a base hit right here. Here's the pitch. That's up the middle. Shortstop Campbell gets it and throws out. So we go to the bottom of the seventh, tied. No runs a hit, one stranded, 5 left by Carthage. Well, maybe do or die or extra innings. We'll find out when we come back in 1 minute. 3-3 Carthage and Joplin, Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
Beimdick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Beimdick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Beimdick Insurance. Give Beimdick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
As a member of the community, Visiting Angels is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Winning teams are made up of individuals working toward the same goal. So let Visiting Angels be a member of your family's winning team. They provide experienced caregivers who can help an aging parent or relative with day-to-day tasks so they can stay at home. Visiting Angels really is America's choice in home care. Free in-home assessments, select your caregiver. Visiting Angels, 417-781-1000. That's 417-781-1000. Go Tigers!
And we're tied at 3, and Caden R. and Harriman for Joplin hooked up in a relievers battle in this one. Both starters did okay, but they elected to lift them both. And neither reliever has allowed much.
Well, Carthage has scored their only 3 runs in the top half of the third inning. Joplin scored 1 in the bottom of the second and 2 in the bottom of the fourth. That's where we stand.
Boy, you look at how those runs scored for Joplin. It could very well be a shutout.
It really could.
Because a couple of slow rollers produced 2 of the runs. And one of them prolonged an inning. Here's the pitch. And it goes outside for a ball. No, they call it a strike.
Yeah, I think he tried to bunt and couldn't get the bat pulled back in time.
So 0-1. Pitch coming. One ball, one strike to Stokes. And the pitch. He tries to bunt, does so. It's into fair territory. R throws and safe. So he beats it out. And the game-ending run is at first.
You know, he was stoked to get that bunt down.
He deadened it nicely, and R had little chance.
That was in the perfect spot, really.
Yes. So here's Carlson. He is 0 for 3 and been hit by a pitch.
Something tells me we're going to see another sacrifice here to try to move him up.
Caden R will pay attention. The runner 1 foot out in the grass. Pitch. There's the bunt. It's in the air, and it's going to be falling down. R will go to first. The runner to second. Boy, that was a bunt that Joplin coach was going, oh, no, but then it fell between Templeman and R. It was a perfect sacrifice.
Yep, and the scorebook looks just like it should.
Tyler Stokes advancing to second, and now batting is the shortstop #1 fielding, Campbell.
So here's Campbell. So a base hit could win it. But a low hit affair. We're tied at 3. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
And hopefully he is not looking at that, Campbell's not looking in between that first and second. I mean, there's a big gap between first and second.
Here's the 0-1, and it misses high. So it's a ball and a strike. Both teams with only 4 hits.
Even the center fielder is playing him to pull just a little bit, so a big gap in right center.
On the way. Strike 1 and 2. Should there be an 8th inning, it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Here's the 1-2, and it's now 2-2 as it goes wide. McCombs a little easier time of it the last few innings behind this plate.
Maybe it takes a little bit getting used to the turf instead of the dirt. Who knows?
2-2 pitch. Runner at second, one out for Joplin, and it hit him. So he doesn't really matter, although it'll restart an at bat, and it's Cole Cooper. And most definitely, I wouldn't say most definitely, but you think a better hitter, the number 3 man coming up.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 34, Cole Cooper.
Cooper actually started the game. He moved to right field. He's going to try to win it for his reliever, Harriman, with a base hit. Here's the pitch, the runner off. Runner's off, throw to third is safe. Ball got away toward the coach's box, but the runners are second and third now. Now you might see them walk Cooper. That would load the bases and give it into Curry's hands. So it's now second and third. Definitely on the line now. And they're going to go ahead and pitch to Cooper. Here's the pitch. That's a strike.
Well, another thing it would do, it would put a force out at any base if he went ahead and walked him.
Now time is called, and I think that's what they're going to do, yes. The umpire, long discussion here about why just put him on. So that does set up the force. And I started to say with one out, there's would have been half a chance for a squeeze, but so it's up to Curry now with the bases loaded and one out. He is swing and a miss. He has struck out, he's popped out, and he's grounded to short.
Any one of those would be welcome again if you're a Carthage Tiger fan.
Here is the 0-1 to Curry. That's a strike. Three in the 7th. 0-2 to the hitter. Pitch to Curry. He thought about it, missed it. Ball outside anyway, 1-2. If he can't get it done, it'll be Fiskus. Here's the 1-2, and it skips to the plate, blocked there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, you don't want to walk him. Two balls and 2 strikes to Curry after an 0-2 start. Pitch. And just got a piece of it. And you don't want a similar ending like what happened in Nixa.
You're right.
Talk about a game that ended with a thud.
It did.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Joplin. 3-3 game. Pitch coming to Curry. And it goes up the middle, and it's going to be on second for enforced and out at first. We're going to extra innings. A nice play by Templeman at second. So the game stays tied. So 4-3 on the double play. So Joplin does not score. They looked for all the world that was going to be a base hit, but Templeman cut it off, stepped on the bag very conveniently. So we go to the 8th, tied at 3. Back in 1 minute, Tiger Baseball, KDMO.
The team here at Carthage Hardware would like to wish the Carthage Tigers a great season doing what they do best, staying safe and staying tough. At Carthage Hardware, we pride ourselves on having the toughest brands backed by competitive pricing. We offer selections of tools, painting products, electrical and plumbing supplies that rival that of big box stores. We're located on the north side of the square, and we'd love to help you finish those projects of yours. From all of us at Carthage Hardware, good luck to the Tigers, building on a championship season.
In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
And we are going to extra innings. It is 3, 4, and 5 for Carthage. Kralichek, Vogt, and Browning.
Oh, these are the guys you want up to take that lead.
Josh Harriman still on the mound. Came on in relief. And the pitch. Bunts it. Third baseman gets to it. And throw to first. Sliding is the runner, but he's out. Again, Bodie Carlson. The third baseman makes the play, and here's Vogt.
If we're going to do anything, I think we're going to start a hashtag, don't hit it to Bodie.
Yes. I can't say it, but I will. It doesn't Bodie well. Nobody on, one out except for me. There's the inside out pitch. It's going to drop for a base hit into right. So Vogt reaches. Fifth hit for Carthage. And Silas Browning. He comes up. He's fouled to the first baseman. And he is popped to second, and he is struck out. Here's a throw to first. Runner back in face first.
His foul ball was the one where the first baseman caught it right against the fence. Here's the pitch. That one hits the outside corner. 0-1. One out here in extra innings. Top of the eighth. Tied at 3. And the pitch. Chopper towards third. Only play is to first, and that is what happens. So that is the second out. Vogt does advance to second on the play. That brings up Max Templeman to the plate. He is the one who prolonged this game with the unassisted 4-3 double play. That's how the bottom of the seventh ended. Great play by Templeman to keep this game alive for Carthage. He's up now with a runner on second. First pitch to him is outside, 1-0. Three is the score in the top of the eighth. Carthage at Joplin. And the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0. Long look in. And still waiting on the 2-0. Here it is. There's a chopper up the middle. Shortstop takes it, throws over to first for the out. And no runs. I don't believe a hit, if I remember correctly. There is one hit. No runs, one hit, and one runner left on. Going into the bottom of the eighth, we are tied at 3. We'll go ahead and keep it here since we are in extra innings. Carthage Tigers and the Joplin Eagles tied at 3 heading into the bottom of the eighth. And once again, like Jim has been saying, it has been a game where the relief pitchers have been able to take over for both teams. And goodness, what a game they have pitched.
I need a relief pitcher for work.
Well, it seems like everybody is working in relief. We had a starter in Chaston back at the station. Now Ron has taken over in relief. You need a relief worker. Here we are.
Hopefully we get done by 7 because I got to go to Nevada. So not for a checkup or anything like that. Right. Younger generations won't catch that reference, but that was always the threat of Mom if I misbehaved.
Oh, really?
Yes, well, I'm going to take you to Nevada. You straightened up.
Well, Carthage has straightened up after the bottom of the fourth. They haven't allowed any runs. In fact, I really don't think they've allowed very many hits either. R continues his journey on the mound.
So you can catch me up on those 2 putouts. I think I saw a 6-3 to end it.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And then there was Browning did something. So.
And I'm trying to think of what Browning did.
Now here's Fiskus to lead it off in the bottom of the 8th of a 3-3 game. And it is outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Foul back, and it's 1-1.
That'll end up on the tennis courts.
Three game. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch is wide. So 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. That one is lofted down the right field line, a long way to run, and it's going to go just out of the reach of Browning. It stayed in the ballpark, but he couldn't get to it.
Covered a lot of ground.
I think that wind might have just kept pushing it away from him.
Probably so. But if you look out there, who was out there with him but Max Templeman? So both fielders running a long way to try to catch that one.
Longingly, just out of the reach. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fiskus. The pitch, and that hit him. Not a good way to start this inning. Especially after you had at least an even count on him. So it brings in Chandler. He is 0 for 3. Jasper will run.
Well, it is his county.
Yes. And I'll be waving to it on the way. On the way to Nevada. I got to get the lineup situated between the Joplin coach and the umpire. So.
Kind of reminds me of what we heard on Moments for Remembering with Marvin Van Gilder yesterday, talking about the history of Dunnewick.
I would like to. You can remember most of it, or the basics.
Mining town, owned by 2 families or 2 people. Finally got the railroad in, if I remember correctly. Interesting story.
Here's Chandler, and the pitch. It is outside corner for a strike.
Of course, you can catch Moments for Remembering with Marvin Van Gilder Monday through Friday at 7:55 on KDMO during the fabulous KDMO Morning Show.
Here's an 0-1 count, and the pitch. Runner bluffs, comes back. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I saw an interesting post today from your wife about listening while defrosting. Was there a little hint of extra defrost listening, putting you on in the speakers? Or?
Absolutely it is, as that is a ball low. With my hot air,
strike, yes.
With my hot air, yes. I made the windshield defrost a whole lot faster.
2 balls and a strike, 3-3 game, bottom of the 8th. Joplin with the leadoff man on by way of a hit batsman. Chandler at the plate, and he flies this one to right field down the line, and this one will carry out. Not a lot of area ballparks that have this much foul room on either side.
That's true. That is true. And if they didn't put the bullpens on either side, you'd have a little bit more even, but
2-2 pitch, and instead a throw to first.
But still a really neat field here in Joplin. Don't know the distances to the fences or anything like that, but looks pretty standard.
Here's the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. So 1 out, the runner stays at first.
I don't know, that right field porch, like you said, may be a little shorter.
Second strikeout for Caden R., who came on in relief with 2 out in the 4th and got out of the inning. Set the side in order in the 5th and 6th. Got around a base-loaded situation in the 7th with a double play started by Templeman. Here's a wild pitch. So that takes care of the sacrifice. So they couldn't advance the runner by themselves, and they get a favor, Joplin does, with the wild pitch.
I don't know if that was a cross-up in signals or what it was. Either way, runner on second now.
And McReynolds, who has reached on an error twice and flied to center. Here's the 1-0, and it's on the corner for a strike. Three the score. Joplin could end it. They had a chance to win it in the 7th, did not. Pitch on the way. Hit hard down the right field line, but well foul. That would have made the porch.
It definitely would have. He might be aiming for that, but once again, there's a huge gap in right center. Center fielder's playing him to pull just a little bit.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out for Joplin. Pitched. McReynolds looks at it, 2-2. He moves out of the box, comes back in, and taps the plate. Runner leads from second. They're not venturing over there. They want to keep the defensive positions as is. Reaches for this one, fouls it into right down the line, and the first baseman can't quite catch up to it. It bounds into the bullpen. So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jasper, the pinch runner for Fiskus. And the pitch. Another one down the right field line, and that one's going to go foul also. First left the bat, it looked like potential trouble, but the wind helped it. If you're on the Carthage side of looking. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still to this hitter, McReynolds. Pitch on the way. That's up the middle, base hit. Center fielder gets to it, and they're going to try to score the runner. The relay could get him. The relay is going to get him. He is out. Nice play by Vogt on the relay, and a great throw to him from center field as Cabance threw it to Vogt, and Vogt in turn, they had the runner easily.
Yeah, they had him, what, a good 4 steps.
So it'll be a base hit, and then 8-3-2 on the putout. The other runner down to second, so Joplin could still win it with another hit possibly. Here's Wampler. Pitch. That's toward the hole, and Cabance will get to it. He'll throw in time. Another inning awaits. We go to the 9th as Joplin has a man out at the plate, and they leave one. And we go to that 9th inning. It's 3-3.
And, of course, we do want to say thank you for listening and watching. We're on 93.5 in the fabulous 1490 KDMO. Of course, we're available through the Facebook page, facebook.com/1490 KDMO. Available through the website, 1490KDMO.com, through the Carthage Tiger Sports Network on YouTube, and through the Boxcast app, through your Amazon Fire Stick, your Roku, and your Smart TV. A good job by Carthage to stay alive, especially with that runner. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a slower runner or what it was, Jim. But you would think that he would have gotten to home a little quicker than he did. I don't know if he was a little hesitant at rounding third to go home or what. But either way, a nice play by Carthage to get that second out at home.
Because the ball did really not get out to Cabance that quickly.
It really didn't. But it was 2 laser throws.
A rapid fire shot back to Vogt, and he turned and threw a strike, and McCombs had it waiting on him. In fact, no real excitement on my part because it was he was going to be out.
Yeah, there was no doubt about that.
The only thing that was going to keep it from that is if he'd have knocked it out of the catcher. But so here's Lindsey to lead it off. He is 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. Sidearm. What else is new from Harriman? It's a ball. Next one. That one got away, to say the least. Goes all the way back to the backstop.
You know, we haven't used the just a bit outside call from Major League.
I try not to.
And, you know, that would be the only time it would have really been fitting.
Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff man, Lindsey, for Carthage. We're in the 9th, believe it or not. Pitch. That hit him. I think we had more hit bats than actual hits. Something needs to break because it's starting to get cold.
Just a tad.
So here's Joplin. He's walked twice and has an infield single. Looks to bunt, fouls it. Joplin got a run in the 2nd. Carthage 3 in the 3rd. Joplin 2 in the 4th. Nothing since, obviously. And obviously, Copeland showing bunt. He gets it down. That's going to be tough. Pitcher throws to first, out. So the lead man down to 2nd with a 1 out. Goes 1 to 3. And Cabance, who started a nice defensive play in the bottom half of the 8th inning, just gets a chance to do it on the offensive side here.
That was a pretty nice bunt, moving him over to 2nd.
Couple of looks back, and the pitch from Harriman. Side armor for a strike. Joplin will have 9-1 and 2 for them in the 9th. As my favorite announcer used to say, what will the score be? Pitch on the way. Swing, and he just got a piece of it. It's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if anybody ever imitated him. He had such a unique voice.
He sure did.
Jack Buck.
Yep.
We got to explain stuff to the younger guys now. Reach that age. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And another one gets away, and the runner to 3rd. So that's definitely a wild pitch.
Well, there's so many distinctive voices that you never could imitate, even if you wanted to. Jack Buck, Vin Scully, so many.
Well, there are a couple of Vin Scully impressionists, which are very good, but
true.
I don't know if I've ever heard a Jack Buck impressionist.
That's a good point. I don't think I have either.
1 ball, 2 strikes. On the way, swing and a miss. There's a really good Mike Shannon one in St. Louis, though. He'll have you rolling. I can't think of his name right now. So 2 outs, and the runner at 3rd now with that many outs. As Cabance strikes out. For Harriman, that's his 3rd, and it's probably the best guy you'd want up here for Carthage right now, McCombs. And the pitch. And that's a strike called. McCombs has yet to get a base hit today. He's flied to center, hit it hard his last time. Produced a run on a ground out in the 3rd. Bounced out in the 4th. The other time he started the game being hit by a pitch. That's how this runner's on for Carthage now. He's over at 3rd, but obviously get him home. Here's a ground ball slowly hit towards 2nd. Picked up by Wampler, and the out at 1st is made. So Carthage is now stranded 7. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Don't say that very often in high school ball. We're tied at 3, Carthage and Joplin.
That's crazy. You're right. Bottom of the 9th, we usually don't say those words at all. But another extra inning game. Carthage has played a couple of extra inning games this year, but I don't think they've made it to the bottom of the ninth until today. So, like you said, have 9-1-2 coming up for the Eagles. If you're a Cardinals fan, that would be a leadoff guy, followed by the second leadoff guy, followed by the number 2 hitter.
So we have. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, back when the Cardinals, of course, did that with LaRusso with the pitcher batting 8th.
Caden R. back out there for another inning of work. He came on, got an out in the 4th, has been out there since then. Josh Harriman, the Joplin pitcher, they are the pitchers of record after both starters didn't go very far.
And you kind of wonder about the pitch count for both pitchers, for R and for Harriman.
You come right back tomorrow at home against Republic. I know it's supposed to think about raining later in the day, but should be a warmer temperature, though.
True. Highs, if I remember correctly, near 60. And hopefully we'll be able to get some baseball in before the rain comes down.
Carthage came in with a record of 5-9, Joplin 11-6, and like I said, if you're Carthage, you'd like to try to get this win. And really can't catch the top 3 seeds, but at least you jumble yourself up, maybe get a break and get out of the bracket of the number 1 seed, which right now looks to be Nixa. Although for all intents and purposes, you had that game won the other day, so you think you might like your chances. Here is a ball to Kyler Stokes. He's infield single twice and grounded out the other time.
I mean, McCombs did pitch 6 1/3 strong innings before the pitch count got to him in that game against Nixa.
Here's one back to the screen. Now we're going to start doing that in pairs. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the delivery. And that one missed, 3-0.
If my information is correct, Jim, I believe pitchers, especially if you're seniors, you get 120 pitches for the week.
And that's ball 4. So the leadoff man on again for Joplin. That's the 3rd inning in a row they've got the leadoff man on.
For the Eagles, the 3rd baseman, number 6, Bodie.
That's the second walk by R. He's also hit 2. So here is Bodie Carlson, who's been the defensive star today. He does have an infield single. That came in the 4th. We'll see if he's up there bunting. And he is. The runner is off. The pitch is a strike. The throw is not quite. He came off the bag, and they tag him out. The throw was not in time, but the runner overslid, and he's out. So he is out stealing, 2-6.
To get Kyler Stokes out at second base.
So the bases are empty now for Carlson. It was a good throw, but a tad late. But when you overslide, consequences. Here's the pitch. So the runner retired after all. The count goes to 1-1. We're 3-3 in the 9th.
Consequences, smonsequences, as long as I'm rich. Never mind. Yeah.
Next one is fouled away.
That's an old Daffy Duck line, just to make sure everyone knows where that's coming from.
We're getting that way right now.
Yes, we are.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out, a 3-3 game. Delivery. Hit hard, and nice play by Copeland, but they're going to call it foul. Thought that had extra bases on it. So the count goes to just 1-2 after all that. And the pitch. Hammers at this one, fouls it over on the football practice field, which would be a nice small town field in itself.
It sure would. Yeah, you have the baseball field, the softball field.
Jasper, Liberal, a lot of those towns would love to have this one over here. This one's fouled away again.
I got it. of course, Joplin's football field getting a few additions and renovations over the next couple of months.
Here's the pitch. Pitch high. Do we get to sit inside this fall?
I believe we do, and we'll get to see a brand new Jumbotron.
Okay.
And we're talking about a huge Jumbotron.
A jumbo.
A Jumbotron.
2-2 pitch high. It's now 3-2.
The people across the street might be able to watch TV on it. That's how big this Jumbotron is.
As long as their remotes don't work on the same frequency, that'd be fun. 3-2 pitch, and back-to-back walks, although one man retired. So again, Joplin has the winning run aboard.
Okay, you get the remote Monday. I'll get it Tuesday.
Yes. So here's Campbell. He was hit by pitches last time. The other times he is grounded out, walked, and grounded out again. Pitch coming to Campbell. Up high, and McCombs had to leap for that one. Snared the rebound.
That was a good leap. I mean, easier to do when you're crouched, I suppose, but still, nice stop.
1 ball, no strikes. Game tied at 3 here in the 9th. And a swing and a miss. And Campbell with the old "why did I do that" look.
He might have been aiming for the soccer field over there.
1-1. Look and throw to first. Nothing doing over there. The 1-1 pitch. Into right. That is going to be a base hit. And the winning run moves to second. So it's first and second. So the first 3 have reached for Joplin, although one was out stealing. That is the 6th hit for Joplin. And here is Cole Cooper. He doubled. He'd like to have that one placed in this inning, I'm sure. He was stranded in that first inning. He has also walked twice and grounded out. R throws a strike on the outside corner. And they play him straight. The left-handed hitting Cooper up there. He was actually the starter in this one. As I said the last time he came up, he's going to try to win it for his reliever. And that one misses outside. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-3 in the 9th here in Joplin. Couple of looks around. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Short leads by the runners. They play behind them. Here's the pitch. Cooper pops it up, short center. Second baseman shortstop Kralichek. 2 gone. That's a big out.
Huge out for Carthage.
So here is Curry. Now comes up to him. He was up in a bases loaded situation in the 7th. Hit one up the middle, and Templeman made a great play. Behind the bag, stepped on second, through to first. Got a double play, and that's why we are here. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball. That is going to be a base hit. They're going to try to score the runner. Here's the throw. It's going to be not in time. Joplin wins. On a base hit by Curry, he comes back, and this at bat, and delivers the game-winning hit. So Joplin wins it here in the 9th. 4 runs on 7 hits, and Carthage will take the loss with 3 runs on 4 hits. They had 2 errors, and Joplin had 1 error, and that's the line totals right there. So Joplin goes to 12-6. Carthage unfortunately goes to 5-10, and since all of our obligations are done, we'll say see you tomorrow, I guess.
No, we actually do have one more. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Jeff Honkin of American Family Insurance. We'll hear from him. Be back to wrap things up in 30 seconds. This is Carthage Tiger Baseball on KDMO.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. Find out how we're helping others pursue their dreams and declare your own at amfam.com/dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance Company, American Family Mutual Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Brought to you by Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance, 359-3399.
It's 1 error. Joplin left 7. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left for Carthage. As Josh Harriman gets the win in relief, and unfortunately, Caden R. kind of ran out of gas there in the 9th. He'll take the loss.
He did. He pitched a heck of a game, though, but unfortunately just came up on the short end of the game.
So we'll restart it again tomorrow around 4:20 as Republic comes to Carl Luton Stadium. And Republic, their record going into today was 8-5, so I think a chance maybe to pick up a win and help your district seedings again. Like I said, the games two games here will count toward the districts.
Yep.
So hopefully they'll get it back, pick up one tomorrow. So thanks to Ron at the studios and Chaston earlier. Final score again, Joplin 4 and Carthage 3 in 9 innings. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Carthage, and good night here from Joplin.
Thanks for listening to Carthage Tiger Baseball on 93.5 and the fabulous 1490 KDMO. Carthage Tiger Baseball brought to you by the Bob Brown Agency, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Fair Acres Family YMCA, Drew Evans Investments, Schmidt Associates, eCarthage.com, Jerry Poston State Farm, McDonald's of Carthage, Probert Auto Body, Nell Mortuary, Boomer's Barbecue, D&D Sexton, Specialty Risk Insurance, Morrison Webster and Carlton, Turf Tamers, Visiting Angels, Dick Insurance, Sirloin Stockade, Grace Lanes, Carthage Hardware, Farm Bureaus Lorna Beauty and Adam Bridges, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Tom Garrison Construction, Community National Bank and Trust, the Little Venue of Carthage, Carthage Ford, Carthage Chrysler, Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage, and Levi Utter. Carthage Tiger Baseball, a sports presentation of 93.5 in the fabulous 1490 KDMO and 1490KDMO.com.